Hi, I'm Bill Cordes, and welcome to our virtual keynote. My muse is riding a unicycle. So, a lot of people think that the secret with riding a unicycle is you got to get comfortable on it, and the reality is, it's just like life. It's about the stuff that we're going through right now. You gotta be eager to get uncomfortable in order to be successful in riding a unicycle. And let me show you. So, one of the best ways to start is to be around something solid. And you know as well as I do that, being involved in a solid organization will help you be better. And then you just got to get to the point where you know how to move. And that's a key point about learning to ride the unicycle, is movement is the key to happiness. And I mean that in a couple of different ways. When I was struggling as a college student and 6 years in, I told my friend about my struggles, and I said, I just don't know what to do. And he said, yes, you do. And I said, no, I don't. And he said, yes, you do. And what do you mean? He says, you do. You do, and you do, and you do. And out of the process of doing, you're gonna find out what you love, and you're gonna find out what you're passionate about. So you do. You ever had somebody tell you that, are you going to show up to help us decorate? Are you going to show up to help us with this function? Are you going to be there for me? And they look at you and they say, well, I'll try. And you know as well as I do, if they say they're going to try to be there, that they're not going to be there. Riding a unicycle, being a leader, is exactly the same way. You got to commit to it. That's why I don't like the word try. I say, if at first you don't succeed, stop what you're doing, adjust, and then go for it again. Same way. Everything that we do is leadership in tough times, riding a unicycle, any new skills, stop. Evaluate what you're doing, saying, hey, well, this isn't working, and then make an adjustment. Do something a little bit different. Riding a unicycle is 360 degrees of adjusting all the time. And eventually you're going to have to do. You're going to have to take action. You're going to go for it again. And you're going to do, and you're going to do, and you're going to do till you pay your dues. You're going to find skills that you can use. I know that's exactly what we did. Many of us speakers is we got together when the work stopped, and we thought, what can we do? We started a program, we started a project called the Muse Movement, and we did it so that we could be of service. I want to think about what it's like to be a leader in your school. Your school still needs leadership. They still need people to be of service. They need people out there doing stuff for them, helping, supporting. Communities need support. Stop what you're doing. Make some adjustments. Go for it again. So, a lot of times you say, well, I don't know what to do. And when I first started to learn how to ride the unicycle, I didn't know what to do either. I put my foot on the front pedal and discovered that didn't work. And when you do, you keep on doing, and soon you figure out. And one day I figured out that if I put it up next to a curb, I could get solid this way before I started. And then you got to get uncomfortable. You got to lean forward. You got to lean towards where to go. You got to have that vision. You do with vision. And when you keep doing, you're gonna gain some skills along the way. You do till you pay your dues, and you're gonna find some skills that you can use. Hey, that rhymes, just like Leanne. Stay with me. Here we go. And so you get that solid place, and then you lean forward, and then you go. And sometimes you're gonna crash. And when you crash, that's what people are afraid. They say, what if I crash? I don't know where you are right now. Maybe you feel like you've crashed. Maybe you feel like things haven't gone well. Things have been taken away from you. This whole COVID thing has messed us all up, and you feel like you crashed, but it's that crash that's where you learn. And that's how you pay your dues. You do. Till you pay your dues, then you're gonna find skills that you're gonna use. Sometimes we get stuck because we crashed. And if we don't have the vision to move forward, we're not gonna do anything. We're gonna stay stuck.
Movement is the key to happiness. And I know maybe you're thinking, what does he mean by movement is the key? Yeah, you get out and run, you're gonna feel better, but also move when you have a problem. That's back to what we're saying. You gotta pay your dues. And sometimes people get stuck and they say, well, I don't know what to do, and I just crashed, and so they sit around and I'm just gonna binge on Netflix. I'm gonna give up. And hey, I binged on Netflix too. I watched 3 seasons of Ozark. I can't believe they killed off Ruth. I can't believe that the Mexican cartel killed off Ruth. They didn't do it. Maybe they did. Of course they didn't. She's a lead character. She's already renewed her contract. Well, anyway, so what I'm saying is movement is the key to happiness. So you gotta get on and you gotta move, and eventually you're gonna figure out that after you do it, that you can get on without the use of a curb. Been uncomfortable long enough, think about it. When you get uncomfortable, that's when you grow. That's when you move towards your vision. When you get uncomfortable, that's how you got to where you are today. You learn to walk by getting uncomfortable. People say, well, how long would you give a child to walk? You're probably thinking a year, 14 months, and then what? You give up? Oh, well, they can't walk, we give up. No, you keep going until you focus on the vision, figure out where you want to go. Good. Eventually you get to the point where you can hop on and you can just go. And you go. And you go. And you go. And yeah, you're still uncomfortable, but you're moving. You're moving. And you're moving. And you get, and you're like, I'm there. I made it. You got uncomfortable. You made it. So you got having a vision. Student council. You gotta have a vision where you're going, where you're headed. Keep your eyes forward, and always adjust. If at first you don't succeed, not try again. Stop, adjust, and go for it again. Pay your dues. Keep doing and doing and doing. Pay the dues, and you're gonna find some skills that you're gonna use. You'll be a better communicator. You'll be better at making Zoom calls. You'll be better at communicating with people. You'll be better at social media. You'll be better at reaching out to people who need help. Pay your dues. Have a vision. Know where you're headed.
Missouri Student Council, I hope that you've enjoyed your time with me on One Wheel, and I want you to know that vision is not always knowing exactly where you're going, but vision is knowing that when you have the bumps along the way, when things get shaky, when you get uncomfortable, when you feel like you're gonna crash, that vision is knowing that you have the tools to recover and to get back on the path and headed in the right direction. As you move, things you're gonna find yourself off course. Part of having vision is having that ability to look ahead and say, yeah, that's who we are, that's where we're going. And movement is the key to happiness. I can't say it enough, keep moving. Don't let yourself stagnate. That process of growth is filled with those struggles, but when we look back on the struggles, we think, oh man, it was getting through that struggle that gave me the skills, that gave me the tools to help me get to where I am today. Someday you're gonna look back at all the things that have happened through this time, and you're gonna think, I really did get better. I really did get stronger. I really am a better person because of all the things that I've gone through during 2020. Let's see clearly. Let's have 2020 vision. The 2020 vision that allows us to see that this time, it's not the end, but this time it's a beginning. It's a new beginning. There's a Hawaiian concept, it's called ke'aho. Ke'aho means a new beginning. It means a fresh start. It means that things in our past, they're in our past, but we're starting fresh from where we are right now. I see this 2020 as a ke'aho, a new beginning of us never going back to belittling other people, to bullying other people, to not seeing things from their point of view. Let's have the vision to understand that we can move forward, that we can move out of this, and we can be stronger, and we can be better, and we're gonna keep moving because movement is the key to happiness.